Hey folks, this is Blake. Now this will be a quick one. Believe it or not, I haven't made a record purchase this year until last Friday. Maybe you can believe it. I wasn't spending any money until after the sleeve project got under control. So I did make a purchase, if you want to call it that. We just had a Goodwill open up nearby, a couple of miles down the street, and it opened 2 weeks ago. I tried to go, not this past weekend, but the weekend that it opened, and the place was packed. They were literally parked up and down the highway into a neighboring school. No way was I going to go in there in that mess. So I stopped by Friday on the way home from work, hoping I'd find something. And sure enough, they had, I'd probably say maybe 100 records, maybe 80 to 100 records there. Mostly just stuff beat to heck. I mean, it was pure crap. I mean, just. And even if it was good, it wouldn't have been worth buying. But there was one piece in there, and I gotta believe that there might have been more had I gone earlier. Somebody picked all the good stuff out. Okay, so it's cliche now. Every record collection has to have a copy, or 2 or 3, or I probably have 4 or 5 copies now. But I didn't have this particular issue. Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. Early Columbia, not the earliest, not a 6i Columbia. It is mono, is on the CL 1355 catalog. I saw this sitting in there. Of course, I'm reading the spines and I see Kind of Blue, and I thought, oh shit! And I immediately looked down at the catalog number. Yeah, right here, and I thought, that must be an early one. So I started pulling it out, and of course, cats got to the top of this, so there were quite a stack of records that were there. It looked like the cats used it as a scratching post. But I pulled this out, and I saw the cover, and I thought, man, I'm just going to get it for this cover. The cover is in really nice shape. I could stick it in a frame, put it on the wall or something. At least try to make my room look somewhat cool. I have nothing on the walls here. Not in this room anyway. Not yet. So I picked this up, and the record it's pretty beat. I'll show you. Side 2 has some surface scratches on there that would scare anybody from buying it. But I went ahead and picked it up simply because, well, number one, it is my first thrift store purchase I've ever made, and probably the cheapest record I've ever bought retail or thrift storing. 49 cents plus 4 cents tax, 53 cents total. So this goes back to Dereck's thread a long time ago. Well, at the beginning of the year, what is your first purchase of 2012? And I have to say, my first purchase was February 3rd, and it cost me a total of 43 cents. Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. I'm going to pull this off and show you the record. I'm thinking that this is like a mid-60s Columbia mono label. Side 1, pretty great shape. I mean, really, really nice. There's a couple, there's a surface scratch that, it runs a good ways, but it is completely inaudible. Side 2, however, let's see if you see this thing. Wait a minute. There it is. You see that? Yeah, right there. Woo! I know anybody that saw this thing, they looked at that just like I did and thought, no, I'm not even going to pay 50 cents for this. But I had to, man. I mean, worst case is Marty will figure out how to like cut these centers out, and I'll have me a nice kind of blue mono label drink coaster I can use. But my first purchase, I'm very pleased with it. Side 1 sounds great. Side 2, little surface noise around that scratch. That surface, well, it's more than a surface scratch if I can hear it right. But the jacket is really nice. I'll get one of those little album cover thing frames and stick this in there. So, thought you might like to know what my first purchase of 2012 was. Honestly, I've been well over a month, maybe a month and a half now without a purchase, and Friday was the day. I only found one record. Oh well. I've got weeks ahead, and I'll find more. Get back with you soon because I've got a thank you coming up.